so I saw this post on Twitter. It says best fifth album. Okay, so here's all the choices we got. And I will say that Butterfly is not Mariah Carey's fifth album. It would be the Daydream album. Some people don't count the Christmas album. I do. So, for all intents and purposes, Daydream, I'm counting that in this. Okay, so favorite songs from Daydream really quick. Underneath the Stars is my favorite Mariah Carey song all time. Then Fantasy is a classic. 8 Weeks at number 1. I think that's pretty iconic as well. You have stuff like Melt Away, Long Ago, which is a great song too. So, I love Daydream. I love Butterfly too. If you consider Butterfly to be in this and everything, just to give my favorite songs. Stuff like Baby Doll, Outside, Butterfly, the song, 4th of July Breakdown. Those are my favorites. I've talked about Butterfly so many times. I think it's her best album. So either way, I would pick Mariah in this. And then I'd also say Britney Spears with her Blackout album. You're looking at stuff like Why Should I Be Sad, which it's just beautiful. I love the production by Pharrell. I Ascend Every Time. I think that Heaven on Earth is an underrated song. Toy Soldier, smashed on the radio. Bet I penned it. Okay, so I like Toy Soldier. Piece of Me is something that's grown on me. Radar is one of my favorite Britney songs. So I'm very fond of it. That electro pop, it's great. And then if I have to pick one more, they included the Taylor version of 1989. As we know, by the time I'm posting this, Taylor Swift has bought back her masters, so we don't have to pretend to give a fuck about the Taylor versions anymore. So the regular 1989, I'm gonna humor that for this. So favorite songs on there, I Know Places was excellent. And then we have to talk about stuff like Blank Space, which was obviously a classic. Clean was a wonderful song, kind of just about just like relationships. And I think people have kind of taken it their own way about addiction. So you had that as well. Yeah, it was just such a good album. It was just such a good album. Like, it's not only has great singles, the album tracks also hold their own too. So, that was, I would say, my top 3 on this. That's my top 3 on this. Let me know your top 3. And so, yeah, honorable mention, I would probably have to give it to Loud by Rihanna, because Complicated, Fading, those are really good songs and everything. So, yeah, those are like, my favorites. But let me know what you guys think. What are your favorites, and all these, and we can continue that. Some quick thoughts. I think that Dead Pets is not a good album. It's a clusterfuck. Sabrina, emails I can't send. I would say the email shouldn't have been sent. And there's just one tweet that is so funny to me. It was literally a photo of, like, I think Sabrina and Hillary Clinton, and it was like they both had emails they couldn't send. That tweet was funny. If you saw that tweet, like, let me know. But that was hilarious. Beyonce Self-Titled. I feel about Renaissance how you feel about Self-Titled, okay? But there was good songs on here. I love Jealous. That's a great song on here. EXO might be a little bit tired, but I liked EXO on this album as well. Below is probably my favorite. So yeah, it's a good album. She had better albums. Lana NFR, I would have to re-listen. I don't remember being that fond of it. Lady Gaga Joanne wasn't a good album. So yeah, the Janet album, y'all know she had that lobotomy. My thoughts on the Janet album, I'm not that fond of it. I think stuff like Rhythm Nation and Velvet Rope were better albums for her. I can appreciate what this did in terms of pushing the sexuality and everything like that for her career respectfully. But I'm not fond of it. If we're looking at stuff, like, she had good songs on here though. I like The Body That Loves You. I like New Agenda, obviously, like If, Anytime, Any Place. So she had good songs. I'm just not fond of it. But let me know what you think, who had the best fifth album, and we can continue that conversation.